We are here at the Real World Film Festival press conference here at 2200 Yonge Street, Canada Square. Now, the Real World Film Festival is a not-for-profit organization, not-for-profit ran event, and it gives a lot of people who are students of this craft workshop development and a lot of networking opportunities. Now, Tanya Lee Williams is an actress who was the founder of this organization. She's also the chair of the board of directors here. We are going to be talking to her later, and we're going to be sitting here checking out the press conference. It offers a lot of featured films, music videos, independent documentaries when the film festival does come to the city, so do not go anywhere. We're going to be checking out the press conference and talking to some individuals. See you soon. So like I had mentioned, we are here at the Real World Film Festival press conference, and we have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Tanya Lee Williams, who is the founder of this conference and is a well-established actress. How are you?
Thank you very much.
So good to see you. I used to watch you you were Olivia on The Young and the Restless back in the day when I used to watch it. Married to Neil.
On Polka Dot Door when you were just little. Or she's probably so young that she didn't even watch Polka Dot.
You know what? I did watch Polka Dot TVO all the time when I was younger. Amazing. So, you've been doing this for 11 years now. I guess really what we want to know, because you've already had your acting career, what kind of inspired you to start this 11 years ago?
You know, it's coming to Toronto and seeing so many incredibly talented people like yourself, and they're talking about there not being very much opportunity. And there's nothing I can do. I can't find everybody a job. But what I could do was start a film festival that really it's about creating this initiative, and then people like yourselves, all coming together and making this initiative work, and that's what you guys have been doing. It's really little about me now. I just birthed something, and now it's up for you guys to raise it up on your shoulders and push it up for the next group.
For sure. So since you started it back in the year 2000 until now, which is 2011, where have you seen the development and the changes, or what has really stuck out to you that has changed over the past years?
I think what's really wonderful is the content that we had 11 years ago. We had very little Canadian content to look from, especially when it was about diversity. And now we have a slew of films that come in, and it's becoming more and more difficult to pick from the amazing amount of films that we get. And so that's really changed. I think it's hard for people to remember that just 11 years ago, we were like, where are we going to find these films? There's nobody, and now there's so many diverse filmmakers out there making great product.
Hi guys, so we are here with Bobby Del Rio, who is one of the programmers for Real World Film Festival for all of the Canadian features. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about your role here with the company and what you kind of do?
I run the entire festival. Okay, no. I wish I did. My job is essentially to oversee all of the Canadian feature films at Real World. So I essentially make all the decisions on which Canadian features we screen.
What's kind of your reason for ruling out something? Because I'm sure you get so many applications, so many submissions. What's sort of your reason? What makes some of the films go through, and what is the reason that some of them don't?
Well, some of them suck, so that's pretty easy. A lot of them don't suck, though. A lot of them are actually really good. But like this year, I think it's the strongest year we've ever had for Canadian features. So unfortunately, you have to take into consideration things like sometimes we have too many of the same ethnic group represented. And so because we're a festival devoted to multiculturalism, you want to get as many different sort of backgrounds and countries represented as possible. Sometimes you have two films that are very similar thematically. Sometimes, yeah.
In how many years have you been doing this?
This is my second year, but the festival's been going for about 11 now. But in the last couple of years, we've made a conscious effort organizationally to really increase the number of Canadian features we have.
Hey guys, so we are here with Lynn Stoltz now, and she is a writer and producer for Real World Film Festival. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you. Now, let's just talk about a little bit your involvement and where you've written and produced for this year, what you've been involved with.
I do not have a film in this festival. Yeah, it is. It's fine. I'm on the board of directors for the Real World Film Festival, and that's my involvement with the festival. Tanya is a very good friend, and I've been on the board since the beginning. And we are a working board, all of us, that you see here. We don't just have a meeting and kind of make decisions. We are delivering risers and picking up things and writing speeches and doing whatever we have to do. Absolutely.
So in the past
outside world. I'm a writer and producer.
Okay. So in the past 11 years, did you start in 2000 with the team, or did you come abroad? Okay. What have you seen in the past 11 years that's really developed and really changed since the beginning until now?
The difference is truly incredible. It goes, and I'm sure other festivals would say the same, it goes from saying to begging people, come, bring your films, and having many directors go, well, I don't know if I want my first film to be a part of this, we don't know, to saying, okay, no, it'll be good, and to now having to have our programmers go through months and months. I think that's a great accomplishment for us. People go knocking on our door rather than we knocking on their door.
What's sort of the difference between being a chair of the Real World Film Festival and being a chair of the foundation?
Well, the festival takes place once a year, but it's really within a couple of days. The foundation is an organization that supports the festival, but really has initiatives that go all year long. So Mo gets to pop up once everybody that sits on one board sits on the other, so let's be honest, everybody is pitching in on everything, but Mo gets that festival recognition as the chair of the festival, and I'm actually in there chugging away all year long.
So how long have you been involved?
That's a very good question, because after a number of years involved in something, you kind of stop counting. I would say 6, maybe 7 years, something along those lines.
So over the past 6, 7 years that you have been involved with this, how have you kind of seen it develop and change, and what kind of inspires you to keep doing it, and what do you love about it?
Inspiration is key in my life, and I mean the individuals that are involved in this festival are the people that bring me back on a yearly basis, and not only the individuals that sit on the board, but individuals like yourself that I see annually and come out and you support it. Those, as well as the films, of course, the films and the support for the filmmakers, that brings me back on a yearly basis. With respect to evolution, wow. It's really interesting. It's like peaks and valleys in when it comes to film festivals. But the one thing that Real World has learned to accomplish is the art of survival. We don't have to worry about that anymore because we've been around for 11 years. We know how to take the good with the bad.
And now we are here with Callista Zacharias. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very good. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about your acting career, your experience, how you kind of got started, and what your plans are in for the future?
Wow, that's like a multi-loaded question. I started out as a dancer. I'm an Indian classical dancer of Bharatanatyam, and then I started doing martial arts, so I do Hapkido and Taekwondo. And then I went into co-hosting. And so I sort of like experimented with a bunch of different areas of the industry and decided that this was where my home is, film and television. I love it. I took a long break and I came back about a year and a half ago to the acting industry. And since then I've finished 2 features, and this is one of them. It's my first lead role in a film. And I've done a whole bunch of supporting roles, and I've been a lead in some short films as well. But most of them are in post, and this is like the first one to come out, so I'm very excited.